Bushra, the Real Estate Regulatory Authority, or RERA, as Amit was mentioning, it's constituted by the government to help home buyers like you, about 2016. Tell us your experience of RERA. What has it been like? You filed an application. What happened after that?
So I filed an application in 2020, September 2020, and then we got the first hearing almost after a year, that is November 2021. And obviously, RERA cited that, okay, it's COVID, so sab kuch delay ho raha hai, so we went
Right.
along with it. I mean, what else can we tell? We can't say, we can't do content of court, right? We
Right.
can't say anything. So we said, okay, fine, at least
Yeah.
they're hearing, they said 60 days ka time hota hai, kuch aisa dispose
Yes.
kar dete. But that is clearly not the case. And I don't think it's COVID, aisa hi hai ye system. But that's my opinion and my
Right.
personal experience. And
Yeah.
in November 2021, when there was an online meeting, obviously it is all digital. So we thought it's great because you can file the complaint online. It's user friendly. It's so easy. Only 5,000 rupees you have to pay. Obviously, if you get an advocate, it'll cost much more.
Yeah.
But that's up to person to person. So I decided I can do it. I'll file it. That's the whole point of being so simple and not going to court and getting into that hustle.
Right.
So, and I took so much time because हमारे जो agreement में it was written 18 months since the date of agreement and registration happened in September 2017. So it
Yeah.
was March 2019 when we had to get possession.
Yeah.
So I waited a year to negotiate with the builder. We waited, my dad waited, we spoke to him, बहुत बार उसने खाली टालते गया. So we understood that this is not going to work. Then we decided to go to RERA, last. And he thought we are scared from going to court. Obviously,
Right.
everybody is.
Yeah.
India ka system is so bad.
Right.
We went to RERA in November 21. We had our first hearing. उसमें audio का issue हुआ था.
Yeah.
Even right now connecting on Zoom थोड़ा सा वो issue होता है वो system का.
Right.
When that issue happened and he took our name, we replied to him, but वो audio आवाज नहीं गई.
Right.
And then once, like just a minute after he finished taking our name and went to the next person, like there were like
Right.
20 people in that, 15,
Yeah.
I don't know, 10, 15 people. तो एक साथ खाली सबका नाम लेके बस आगे आगे बढ़ाने का था डेट.
Right.
ये है, ये नहीं है, ये है, ये नहीं है. मेरा ऑडियो नहीं गया, हमारा ऑडियो नहीं गया. After a minute when our audio came back, his assistant,
Yeah.
he was the chairman of RERA, I think Maharashtra chairman, and he was like, she told him कि इनकी आवाज आ गई है वापस, इनका ऑडियो आ गया, इनका ले लो. He said no, and he marked us absent.
Oh.
So we couldn't argue also. So that was absolutely, I did not like that at all. I don't think that was, आप home buyers के लिए कर रहे हो, अगर हम यहाँ present है, हमारा face दिख रहा है, हमारा audio नहीं आ रहा है,
Yeah,
तो
yeah.
आप consideration कर सकते हो. It is not the, biggest, मतलब इतना बड़ा कुछ नहीं है, but ठीक है.
Absolutely.
Then we waited again. The next hearing came in April 22. And उसमें the builder was not there. So again the builder is absent, तो argument होगा नहीं करके he asked if you want to negotiate with the builder conciliation. We said no because we have negotiated enough and बहुत time हो गया. It's like 20 में मैंने डाला है, 22 में हम ये second hearing कर.
Right.
After that, now in January 8th अभी 2024.
Yeah.
After that 2022 उतने time के बाद 1 year 9 months I think. उतने टाइम के बाद हमारा थर्ड हियरिंग हुआ. उसमें भी बिल्डर, because the builder has understood, his lawyer has
Right.
understood.
So they basically tire you out. They basically give you,
Yeah.
date, as that Hindi film dialogue goes, Tariq pe Tariq.
Tariq pe
They
Tariq,
just
correct,
make you go in and courts. And in
Government
fact, I must,
also and the builder also, both.
the builders, the three builders who Commander Sardana, Bushra and Amit Shukla were talking about, we in fact at News9 Plus sent them this questionnaire a few weeks ago, and we haven't got a response. In fact, the response would be something like this, blank sheet of paper. But that's how the system works. It basically tires you out. And Rajiv, I want to ask you this. What does a builder, what does a home buyer do in a situation like this? You've been there, you've suffered for 6 and 7 years. What advice would you give to wannabe home buyers, especially in Mumbai and Delhi, because the maximum number of cases are in these two cities?
Yes. See, if anybody is buying a house today, he should not buy it if he is not getting possession and registry the same day.
Right.
And he has to do a due diligence. We
Yeah.
do due diligence before buying, a mobile or even a
Yes.
T-shirt or any good. And we go buy, brochures, and we go in good faith and give away our life's earnings.
Yeah.
So one has to be very careful, because the most unscrupulous people in this whole chain are the property dealers also.
Right.
And builders, it's a whole team. The whole team, they go with this whole scam of, if they want to take your whole money. because the brokers are getting very high commissions on this.
Yeah.
So one has to be very careful about getting involved and
So
don't
now
buy
point
anything
number
which
one
is
is
under.
due diligence.
Do your due diligence. Ask 10
background checks,
people.
yeah.
Don't go get carried away. Ask
Right.
your more and more people do 10 different checks. And today RERA came in 2016.
Yeah.
See, when things go berserk, when things are out of control in the whole country, that is why RERA was brought in. But RERA has more or less been very toothless, I would say, till date.
Right.
Another court, which is the National Company Law Tribunal, which came in, which was supposed to resolve cases in 270 days.
Yeah.
My cases have been in NCLT for the last 6 years.
Right.
270 days has become 2300 days and no end in sight, because the courts are obviously overburdened. Another aspect to look is that if you are already entangled in this,
Yeah.
you have to be careful of your personal safety also.
Right.
I have, been at the hands,
Yes.
because I was pursuing the criminal cases also. I've been beaten up black and blue by goons. I didn't still stop. They had, corrupt cops getting behind me. Eventually, I could put those cops behind in jail also. But not everybody has the, fortitude to fight. And here I
Not
am,
everybody
of
is
course.
a trained soldier or a military veteran like you, Commander
See, there are a
Sardana.
lot of military veterans in this project also of ours, but
Right.
only one of them is a submariner. And if I wanted, I could take my own money and walk out. But
Right.
my aim is to get, justice to all these 3,200, and it might take a little more time, but we will win this case.
Right, absolutely, and you will, and prayers and hopes are with you. But Amit, what would your advice be to wannabe home buyers? Like, going from your experience, what would you tell someone?
Actually, my builder is a reputed builder at that time when I have searched so many properties and
Right.
just checked builders also. That's an Ajnara builder,
Yeah.
which I have bought that particular flat, Ajnara Homes, in Society of this Noida Extension. So उस टाइम पे तो उसका नाम काफ़ी अच्छा था,
हाँ.
बट आफ्टर देन व्हेन आई रियलाइज्ड कि जो ब्रोशर में होता है वो कुछ नहीं होता है वहाँ पर.
Right.
आफ्टर देन व्हेन दे जस्ट गिव यू दैट पर्टिकुलर फ्लैट, उसमें इतना कुछ चेंजेस हो जाते हैं दैट इज यू कैन नॉट इमेजिन दैट कि 4 लिफ्टें दिखी आई हैं, नाउ आफ्टर देन दे जस्ट डिनाई फॉर 2 लिफ्ट्स की भाई नहीं है, अभी हम नहीं कुछ कर सकते.
Right.
व्हेन यू जस्ट गिव दैट बुकिंग अमाउंट,
Yeah.
वो जानते हैं स्कैम में एक बार हमको उसका बायर से पैसा मिल जाए,
Yeah,
1 लाख रुपए भी मिल जाएगा, ये हमारे पास फंस गया.
right.
अब ये हमारा कुछ नहीं कर सकता, बिकॉज नाउ राइट नाउ आई एम पेइंग माय रेंट आल्सो
Yeah.
एंड माय ईएमआई आल्सो.
Right.
बिल्डर का यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं जा रहा है.
Yeah.
And I approached so many big politicians also to just
Right.
help me. BJP कहाँ सब जगह गया, but लेकिन nobody helped me. I don't know why they afraid of this builder. जब मैं यहाँ सही हूँ, I have not, मैंने किसी का मर्डर नहीं किया है, मैंने कोई चोरी नहीं किया. Why they are not helping me? मैं यहाँ मेरे पेपर के साथ सही हूँ, मैं सब कुछ.
Right.
फिर भी ना रेरा मुझे सपोर्ट कर पा रहा है, ना मुझे गवर्नमेंट सपोर्ट कर पा रही है.
Right. So, what is the
I would
solution,
say
Commander
the
Sardana?
answer
Yeah.
to that is, see, if no politician will enter in this whole thing,
Yeah.
because once the matter has reached the courts,
Yeah.
only the courts will decide.
Yeah, it
there
becomes
is-
sub judice, I guess.
Yes, the
Yes.
matter is sub judice.
Right.
Before that, the politicians will not enter it. There has been a change that fly-by-night operators
Yeah.
who've taken big plots at 10% of the value,
Right.
who were never builders, they
Yeah.
paid their bribes, got the plots allotted to them, and collected the public's money without delivering anything.
Right.
So those things are changing a bit. Yes, that not fly-by-night operators who have nothing to do with the real
Yeah.
estate became builders. That
Right.
period was like that. The state government machinery was helping.
Right.
In this whole thing.
Right.
So,
So,
one must not expect any help from any
You can't
politician.
get any help from any politician. Bushra,
Any
what would be
politician,
your
any
last
bureaucrat will not be able to help you
closing
on that.
comments from you, Bushra? What would you advise prospective home buyers to watch out, so that nobody else falls into this kind of a trap? What would be the danger sign according to you?
Honestly, I'm not a home buyer. It's my dad, so I'm just learning
Yes.
from his experience. His experience. And I think that firstly, I would think that don't go for an under construction flat, even though if it's like completely
Right.
up there. You
Yes.
really don't know कि कितना time लगाएंगे ये लोग.
Right.
Second thing is, I also feel that when they ask, that builder comes and says कि इतना हो गया है, इतना
Yes.
पैसा दो, आप जाओ और आप देखो. The
Right.
problem what happened with us is because my dad is out of India and
Yeah.
I was in Bombay. I was
Right.
studying. I was in my bachelor's. I was doing my bachelor's and it was in Pune. This flat
Right.
is in Pune. तो हम वहाँ नहीं थे, तो वो जो बोल रहे, we have nobody to cross check. So we
Right.
just paid, because कोई आके बोलता है इतने पैसे दो, नहीं तो मैं आपसे इंटरेस्ट ले लूंगा, नहीं तो आपका
Yeah,
ये हो
yeah.
जाएगा, आपका ड्यू डिलिजेंस खराब होगा, you
Yeah.
are delaying the payment. वो सोच के my dad started selling off his assets and
Right.
he bought. मतलब he paid the builder. Otherwise he would have
Yes.
never paid. अगर वो जाते और देखते कि ये तो हुआ ही नहीं, he would have
Right.
questioned it. So I think you should do that. That is one thing I learned from this entire experience.
Right. So I'd like to thank you very much, Amit, Commander Sardana, and Bushra. You can watch this excerpt from our News9 Plus story, Who Stole My Dream Home?
Immediately after marriage, my wife said कि यार बड़ा अच्छा ऑफर आया हुआ है, 9.85 lakhs में घर मिल रहा है, इतने सस्ते में तो घर मिलना मुश्किल है, तो चलो हम लोग भी देखते हैं और घर बुक करते हैं।
लाइफ में एक फ्लैट जो है बड़ी मुश्किल से खरीदा है मैंने, कैसे भी करके मुझे फ्लैट लेना है यहाँ से।
There's this societal status that if you are living in a rented home, you've done nothing in life.
If you want somebody has violated your right, you will have to fight. It is as simple as that. And you can't just simply give up.
2010 में हमने बुक किया और आज 2024 हो गया। 14 साल का बनवास काट रहा हूँ मैं।
कुल मिला के ये देखा कि मेरा जो सपना था, मेरी मदर का सपना था, आज यहाँ पर वो टूट गया।
Homeowners, we feel your pain. If you have a case study similar to that of Commander Sardana, Bushra and Amit Shukla, write to us at this address. We will arrange for the experts to advise you on what to do next.
News9 Plus. Download now.